Ready?
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of The
Hi.
Green Factor, a show where we talk about green design and the business of sustainability. I'm Haris, the Green Carpenter, and today we'll be talking about TikTok. So, our guest today is Faliq. He is a musician and he's been doing TikTok for a while. So, right now, I have a feeling that a lot of us want to know more about TikTok, so I bring him in here just to share a little bit of his experience and how do we utilize TikTok. So welcome, Falik.
Thank you, Aris. Thank you, Green Factory. Wait, the camera is up there. Thank you, Green Factory, for inviting me. But by the way, I need to give credit to you, bro.
Hey,
You know, his content on TikTok, wow, the transition one, is very nice. I myself couldn't do it, but it's so great to see you on TikTok as well. Yeah.
yeah. So just before we go any further, today this episode is quite special. Where before this we have our visitors or our guests from across the place, all over the place online. But today on this 39th episode, we have our guests live here at the studio. Studio, not studio lah, office lah.
At the office, yeah.
Okay, so before we go into the topics, I think for our viewers and listeners, can you share a little bit about your journey, Falik?
Okay, so I've been a musician since 7 years old. So basically, I started with recorder. The most horrible instrument for most people back in the day because recorder. And then along the way, I joined the school marching band, and then I went to university, and then I working at the university as well, and then jumped to the music industry and perform touring outside, and here I am producing quality music content on TikTok.
Awesome. So I think before we go into TikTok, I would want to ask you a question that
Yeah.
is quite relevant right now because we are in a post-COVID area.
Yes.
So how would a musician would have to adapt nowadays?
Obviously, traditional way when we a musician jump to social media, they always promote their music, just music they're playing, their skills and all that. But during the COVID days, it was hard, and that's where I discovered that the social media games nowadays are changing. Where we as an artist, a musician, we need to reach out to the people instead of waiting for them to come to us. We need to go and reach to them with the music.
So before this, it's them coming to you or they go to show and all that. Now
Yeah.
you have to actively reach out, right?
reach out to them, yes. And it's not just about like I said just now, we play music, and then it's more into offering to people as an artist what they can learn about the music, something like that.
So it's an education as well as entertainment.
We call it edutainment.
Edutainment, huh? So guys, edutainment.
Yes, it's a word. Yeah, edutainment. So basically, that's about it. And I can see that there are a few of my colleagues who's a musician as well. They are sort of to jump into content creation world, and then they produce content like the way I do. For example, if you love guitar, instead of playing and showing off your skills about Sweet Child of Mine, but you educate people how can they play a Sweet Child of Mine, something like that. Yeah.
So it's also how do you tell a story about your content?
Yes,
It's,
correct.
it's not just entertainment. There is additional value that you give during your I mean like
Correct. Yeah.
session and all that lah. Okay, so you have been doing TikTok. Why TikTok?
Okay, the thing about TikTok is the first thing that came across my mind was, when I open up TikTok, the first word I remember, when I started, it says fun and engaging content. So as I browsed through all the contents, back during COVID 2020, I saw that many people just jump into TikTok for entertainment, for fun, for learning. It's all positive vibes back then. So I figured out, I was from Instagram, you know, and Instagram,
All of
yeah,
us
all
are
of
from
us from
Instagram.
Instagram. Instagram is like, it's a thing before. So we jump into TikTok, and I kind of like digging more info about TikTok, the information, and I find that TikTok has more organic reach compared to Instagram, and the audience on TikTok is more broad, you know, because not only people from the top, people outside of city, and then regardless of social status, they will go into TikTok because, like I said just now, TikTok is all about fun and engaging content. So, to be honest, Aris, at first I was struggling as well, because being someone who has been, performing, musicians have this kind of attitude where, we are artists,
Yeah,
we're
yeah, yeah.
celebrity. I do admit I have that before this, but to be able to switch myself, or maybe I could say that I've grown.
Hmm.
I've grown, and I felt that it's time to share more, and then reach out people who has been supporting me all this while. So TikTok has taught me a lot. TikTok brought me from, from this level and bring me down to reach people who has been supporting me. So that way, like you said, creating a valuable and engaging content. So in a way, TikTok has been my platform since.
Yeah, so in 2 years, you've managed to get 129, almost
Yeah,
130K
yeah, yeah.
of
Almost like
followers.
that.
And but of course, coming from Instagram, the transition to TikTok, what is the mindset when we feel that we want to start TikTok? So is it same as all the other platforms?
Definitely no. Definitely no, because, okay, the thing is, the mindset, when we talk about mindset, if you're transitioning from Instagram to TikTok, it's like what you mentioned just now as well, which is, back in the day, we expect people come
To
to
us.
us, but now we reach them. So TikTok works like that,
Mm.
because of the variety of people, regardless of religion. It's an
Mm.
open world society, So TikTok, if you want to jump to TikTok, the first thing is to bring down your ego.
Ego, huh?
Yes, we need to understand, like the way I do, like
Mm.
I already told you.
Mm.
I must admit that back in the day, I was sort of a popular guy,
Mm.
in the country know
Mm.
me. But during the pandemic, when the pandemic hits, that's where I discover myself. Who am I without the followers,
Mm.
without these people that has been supporting me? So TikTok kind of low down my ego back then. I felt like I'm a celebrity, but actually no. Without these followers, you're nothing. So in a way, I reached to them. So it's a very bring me back down to the earth kind of experience when I first start on TikTok. I sort of understanding the algorithm. So the first thing, the mindset is to always reach out to the people who has been following you, and then create a content for them, and then promote to them that what we've been doing, like for myself, what I've been doing, like with saxophone, with the music line. Okay, promote to them how good is a saxophone, how can you be a saxophonist, like you said, entertainment. Yeah. So to me, that's the most important.
Mm.
It's always
The mindset is different lah in a way.
in
Like
a way, yeah, because
Instagram is more photography, right?
photography and show good things, show your achievements. But TikTok is more to be the real you, be the real you and reach out to people. That's the number one thing. Yeah.
Mm. So in a way, the gist of what you said is you need to understand yourself a little bit more and then portrayal of yourself in the social media. You cannot really fake something.
Yes.
You can to a certain extent, but how long can you fake
Yeah.
something? Yeah. So the reason why I bring Faliq into the show is because right now we want to promote more green businesses and also sustainable practitioners. And the way we need to grow our business or go on with our life is there shouldn't be nothing different than a traditional, meaning that we should do the same thing like business. In business, if you do green business, you need to work like traditional as well, where you need to work on your marketing, your products, your everything else, but you have to add in sustainability. So right now, in this day and age, for us to put ourselves out there, we need to utilize social media. And there are a lot of social media, like I use a lot of LinkedIn and Instagram, and now we are starting to look into TikTok, because we need to see where our consumers are, or
Yes.
who our target market are, then be where they are. So right now TikTok is popular, so
It's
we need
popular.
to see how we can utilize TikTok. And going to TikTok, what do you think worked for you like this past year? Because you've been doing it in June
June
2020, but 1 year
2020.
after that, then you start to do. So
Yeah.
tell me about the journey and what your learnings are. Lah.
Yeah. So the journey has been full of ups and downs. Me experimenting with my content, trying to find my niche. Even in every business, we need to have a niche, right? So basically, when I started, I tried to do the traditional thing, which is promoting I playing something, you know, and I do it like, hey, I can, show how skillful I am, and I play the good saxophone lines, all the melody lines. So, and then I found out, the algorithm is different than Instagram. If you do that on Instagram, it works, but not on TikTok. But when I started to offer people something like, hey, this is how to do a solo of Kenny G, for example, and I started to see a few people, leave a comment like, okay, nice, thanks for teaching me, thanks for telling me this one, how to do this one, and they suggest another question. So along the way, I found that, you know, it's like what we discussed just now. It's all about education and entertainment. TikTok. That's the key in TikTok. So I started creating a content where requires me to talk a lot.
So
Because
instead
I'm
of
quite shy. Yeah.
playing,
Instead of
you have
playing,
to talk more.
yeah, talk more and then explain to them. Okay, this is a saxophone. They just educate them. Saxophone. This is a soprano saxophone. So sort of when I did that, I started to have more engagement. People ask me and then leave a thank you and then try different things. So that's where I found my niche, which is myself. Even though I'm a musician, I play like saxophone, the flute, the pipes. I have experience performing at Malaysia's Anugerah Juara Lagu and then performing in US. So that's what we need. Those things that we need to share to the audience because people who came to TikTok, they expect to learn something. They want something, some knowledge at least. At least like if I explain that the mouth is not only black or red, they got something. They learn something. So that's the best thing about TikTok and the audience there. People who come to TikTok is people who wants to learn something. So ever since then, like you said, I found my niche. Like 1 year later, the algorithm started to push to so many people, and that's the best thing about TikTok. Unlike other platforms, they restrict that reach, and then you need to sort of pay a little bit amount of money in order for your post. It's like an ad,
Correct, correct.
So
correct.
because traditionally that platform didn't function that way, but it is now. So TikTok still retain their the algorithm, so it's easier for everyone who have their own business, who have their own thing that they can offer to people. So it's easier for people to reach. Yeah. So
So
yeah, man.
basically, you need to make an account
Hmm.
and also try to do something. So just do anything and then also keep on experimenting. trying new things, and then after a while you find, hey, this kind of content, one, is gaining traction, and then two, I can commit to it.
Yes,
Because right
commitment.
now, I think one of the things that you do well is consistency as well. So
Yes,
you always post how many a day?
not a day. It's
Uh,
like a week. I will try to keep it two. You
Two.
know,
So
yeah, two contents per week. I'll try because I'm a busy guy as well. I got performance on the weekend, so I try to consistently post on Tuesday, and optional on Thursday, and another one on Saturday. So Thursday, Tuesday, Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday. So basically, all of my content sometimes is based on people's suggestion. So, for example, like, can you play a traditional song? So, I just use that as my own content. That's the best thing about TikTok as well.
So the
Because,
idea is being given by the viewers instead
yes,
of you
and
have to like think of
yeah,
what to say, right?
and the app functions as well is really helpful. For example, when people comment something, you can reply the comment. It's not just a
As a
comment,
content.
as a content with your own video, and that drives more engagement. So yeah, it's magic.
Yeah. So the algorithm is different than other platform. The type of content is also different. However, once you have made a TikTok, you can also push it to other platform.
Yep.
Do you push it to other platform?
I did push to other
Mm.
platforms, for example, like YouTube Shorts
Reels.
and
Do you-
Reels, but I do find a problem when I promote it on IG.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is it
Instagram.
the sound?
No, it's sort of like, I don't know, maybe because when you export video from TikTok, they have this what we call it,
Quality, is it?
no, not the quality. Is it's like a chop or something, like
Oh.
saying it's from TikTok.
A
And then
watermark, is it?
watermark? Yes, it's a watermark. So somehow I read an article
Uh-huh.
before that saying if you
Have the
promote,
watermark.
have the watermark, so your algorithm
Understand,
can be
understand.
shadow
Lesson,
banned, something
understand,
lesser.
understand,
Yeah.
understand.
So that's the only thing that I found recently. So another headache for me, like to create a content separately. TikTok is for TikTok, and Instagram.
And then you do the content and then post in TikTok differently.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think let's take a 10 second here for you to play something.
To play something, okay.
Refresh. Because
What is your favorite song, Aris?
Hey,
Come on.
do tell me my favorite song.
Yeah.
Do you have any requests? um, okay. What is popular right now?
What is
I
popular?
nak lagu Melayu sebenarnya.
Lagu Melayu?
Boleh lagu Piramli, Sam Piramli ni ke?
Thank you.
Yeah, so that's a good break. So yeah, we want to go into a little bit deeper,
Okay.
which is more on strategy.
Okay.
So you have consistency where you have another point just now, right, guys? We always thought that TikTok you have to uh, push every day. Every day we heard like sometimes you have to have 2-3 videos a day, but now we have an experience that say that you don't really have to do every day as long as you're consistent and give value. So
Yeah.
consistency is one. So what other things you think that we should be aware when dealing with TikTok?
When dealing with TikTok is to continue produce something engaging and fun. The same tagline that I mentioned earlier, and yeah, create a content that is that can offer people something, some knowledge, at least, something valuable. And then the strategy wise is to consistently post on the same day that you posted. Not necessarily every day. No. This is what based on my experience. So I avoid Monday because Monday is where people, the first day of
Busy.
of a week, busy. They just focus on work, and then the most effective day is going to be Tuesday for me.
Tuesday,
Yeah, Tuesday night. So between 8 to 10 is the best time to post.
8
8 to
p.m.
10,
to 10 p.m.
10 p.m. Yeah,
Oh,
8 to
8
10
to 10
p.m.
p.m.
is the best, and optional will be, it's basically between Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday is the best. Yeah, so I choose Tuesday because some
Weekends,
weekends is really tricky,
depending on
depending on
your
the
luck
time,
lah.
on the light. Yeah, because obviously Sunday is off.
Off, eh?
Chill with their friends and then they go for vacations. Maybe Saturday morning would do. Yeah, because we need to remember that once we post on TikTok, the algorithm on TikTok works. Sometimes they push your post on the next day. Push on Saturday, maybe on Sunday, you'll go to other post. So give it a time. When you push, when you post content, give it a time for it
To
to
breathe.
grow, and then the most important thing is to engage with people who comment, because it's like a game nowadays. When you post something and then yes, comment something, but when people ask you a question, engage to the audience, and avoid those controversial issues, and then just stick to your brand, stick to what you've been doing. If you are like myself, music, and like you are is like Green Factory, it's all about that, because the audience out there want that, just that, and that's the reason why they follow you. Yeah.
What about the things that shouldn't do, like you did before, you feel like it's not working and all that? Is
It's
there
okay, it's
anything
fine.
that
Just leave it. Just
oh,
leave it, because
so just do
just
anything?
do what you want to do, but stick with what currently you're doing. Like myself, music. Sometimes I play other songs, like maybe when people request me a Chinese song, I just play. So obviously that song doesn't engage the Malay community, something like that, right? But the best thing about TikTok is that once you consistently post, let's say like a few months ahead, after 2 3 months, and that post went to go to
FYP
FYP, and then you got more views, and automatically your previous post will be
will be
pushed
pushed as well.
as well.
Oh.
So that's what I found, like a content that I made in 2020 suddenly got reached 10K views,
Wow.
and that's the magic of TikTok
TikTok.
algorithm. Yeah. So keep posting. No, oh, that's the camera. So keep posting, and don't think about oh, today you got no views. Okay, no, you just focus on producing quality content.
Correct, correct. So
Yeah.
it's still quality over quantity, guys.
Yes.
And what we always get, because right now, as millennials, you millennial, right?
I
Oh, oh. How old are you now?
I was born 89,
89. Still millennial lah.
but
So,
we are 80s,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, 80s
So,
boys.
so a lot of millennials sometimes they shy away from TikTok because they think that it's a platform where you dance and all that. That is one. And then the other one is they feel like you won't be professional on TikTok. They, things need to change.
Things
And
need to change.
right now,
Yeah.
I think the average age for TikTok is 30 something.
Yes.
So the audience are there. It's not just kids anymore. It's also adult. And also another thing that I think businesses and also professionals they don't like to they are most of them, especially creative, they're introverts, right?
Yeah, they're
So
introverts.
like what would you say to them, like to actually just do this?
Okay, to be honest, Aris, I was an extreme introvert guy on earth. I'm not gonna lie that. But I believe it's a process. We grow, we became confident. That's why it's important for people surround us to support. For example, the family. If let's say my family, right? Okay, so people surrounding supporting my content. So that we feel confident, and people, our friend as well. Just create your first content and see it from there. because the hardest thing to do is to start. To start. Even if you are introverts, I do have a few friends that were introvert before, and suddenly become like me, a confident person. And yeah, just start your first post. Do post something that you like in your content. If you like to bake, just do it. If you like to, even be a football referee, just do it. Because I found a content on TikTok that football referee,
The Dubai coach, no?
no, I think I saw it
Yeah.
before. Yeah, yeah. But so basically, TikTok is a platform where you can be yourself. You can market your business. Think about business. We all in the same boat to ride on. We just need we do this to survive. We need to continue living, and then we do things that we love, and we market our business. So there's nothing wrong to it. Just go ahead. Right.
Yeah. So I think another technical question I want to ask is more
Okay.
of the tool, because a lot of people they think that if I want to do content, I need certain tool. So as long as they don't have to, that is the excuse they give. So of course you can use your phone, but slightly after you feel that you're comfortable and the problem, what kind of tools do you use in terms of making TikTok?
Okay. Yes, you can start with what you have. That's the first thing. Okay, the most important is not the tools, but is your first video. I forgot there's a live stream as well. Your first video. That's the most important. Okay, once, like I said, once you start your first video, that's where your mind become critical on how to improve your content. And then you get response from your friends, from your family, and then that's where just take it positive, and then okay, how can I improve? All right, maybe the way you deliver. Sometimes people who use phone, but the way they deliver their content is very perfect. Still that video went FYP. So it's not about tools. Tools will comes afterwards. After you grow, then this again, you are the only judge. When you are making the content. So you know that it's about time to upgrade your tools. I started on phone as well, but now I'm using Sony cameras and like that. So it's
So
a
which
proper
which
camera.
which brand?
So
let's
it's a
model.
Sony A6400. So
So
that's the camera behind there. So my camera is there high, so he's shy.
yeah, so we're gonna make some TikTok as well after this. So like camera, and then what are about speakers,
Yeah,
lightings, and all?
mics, microphones. So you can use like clip mic. So I can see that a lot of creators have been using Bluetooth microphone. Where they clip on on the shirt and all. So it's obviously helps. That helps. And yeah, don't worry about the gears. It will upgrade it along the way. Along the way, because if you watch YouTube, there are few creators like who Nas people
Nas Daily.
Nas Daily. They started on phone as well, and then look at how they are today, but with consistency and with consistency, producing quality content, and then the gears will upgrade as well. Yeah. So you will improve along the way. So just keep posting.
So it's not about the tools, guys. This is about the content. So start with whatever you have. Just start and grow from there. And in terms of Malaysia, how is the TikTok community here? Is it like separate kind of thing, or is it
very helpful. They're
like-
very, very.
are they close? I mean, like, do you?
They are very close to each other, and I can see that there are few posts, where they collaborate.
Cross post lah.
Cross posts, where they collaborate between each other. Yeah, just like you said, be original. For example, like myself here, I'm a musician. Even though I'm a musician, I have audience who is music, and then yourself, Green Factory. By making a collaborative content, so we sort of like share, between each other's world to people, so they learn. It's all about entertainment.
Correct.
And I believe that I have strong reason to collaborate with you because I'm playing woodwind instrument. Although it's a It's a brass, but there's a wood here, a piece of wood. Okay, so yeah, definitely.
Sure.
So community should be strong and bond together, because at the end of the day, we need each other's support. We need each other's support and support business between each other. Because, for example, if my audience wants to buy a table like this, so I know who to reach. Obviously, my brother here. So yes, the TikTok community in Malaysia is good.
Mm.
Good.
And like, how do you see business can leverage? Of course, the awareness and all that. How do you like? You have a business where you have classes, and
Okay.
you also sell instrument, right?
Instruments.
So
Yeah.
how do you see how? Okay, they are attracted to your content, and how do they buy from you, or like, how do you funnel it?
See. So basically, in terms of business side, what I've been offering to people, like recording, tracking, and obviously my main one will be teaching. Teaching instruments like saxophone. So I post some promotional content as well to promote. Like I'm opening a class, which will start mid June. So basically, just create a content. So if you want to play like Kasim Selamat or like Piramli song, and then you can try and take the class. And so basically, just post something to for people to come to you and learn something for you. So basically, my kind of business will be teaching, and that's about it. I'm opening.
Are you selling instrument as well?
I think I'm going to stop selling instrument because my main focus will be towards teaching. Because still right now and currently I'm doing all alone. I got no promotional or marketing team, but I'm working on it because at the end of the day, you need to work in a team. Because I believe that I can grow more if I have the right people. So I currently have one person who has been assisting me, to do class. Yeah, I want to be like yours. Yeah, from one person now he grows, his own brand, and yeah, I think if you ask me what my next step, that will be
Growing the team now.
growing the team.
So guys, if you want to know more about Faliq and what he does, you can follow Faliq Auri on all the platform, but TikTok of course lah. Do look out and actually learn because we a lot of the older generation, not say older generation lah, but we a lot of us think that we don't want to enter TikTok because it's for kids. But actually, there's a lot of learning. Like I enjoy TikTok because I learn so much. You can learn about financial, you can learn woodworking there. So before making a content for the platform, do consume the platform first.
Yes.
Because the TikTok content is a lot different than other places. And because of the algorithm, once you've been using it for a while, they will know what you like and don't like. So they will. I mean, if you don't like the dancing, eventually it will
You can
phase out.
skip it. Yeah,
It
you
will
can skip
phase
it.
out
Yes.
eventually, and you will get whatever content you like.
Yes.
And then once you have understand how it works, then you can make your own content. You can experiment with it. So consume and start making your content. So I think before we finish the session, is there anything you feel like you want to sell on why, not why, I mean like some kata-kata semangat lah. Because I think a lot of people when they start as well, I think some of us also have the account, but when you do post, there's low engagement and all that. So give some kata-kata semangat.
Kata-kata semangat will be patient, sabar. Alright, so just keep posting, and then don't think about the views, don't think about the likes. Okay, so think about the golden moment. Like I said, the best thing about TikTok is that even though you post for 100 times, even though or 1,000 times, but once you hit, you got your hit at 130 times of posting, the TikTok will help to push your previous
the other
content.
things.
Yes, and then that's where you see the magic. And I did that I did experiment to my student, to my junior, and it works. From 100 followers, he's a musician who plays saxophone as well. Now He is almost 9,000 K.
Nice.
Yeah, 9,000.
9,000.
9,000.
9K.
9K
9K.
followers. So in a way, experiment was great, you know. So just keep post, and you will get it. You will get it.
So music class, are you gonna do a TikTok class as well?
TikTok
Maybe.
class,
Maybe.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have a plan as well. The best thing is that I did TikTok live,
Mhm.
and when I did TikTok live, people would sort of give me a gift. Okay,
Ah,
yeah. So
Give is
once
it's money, right?
it's
Is it
money. It's
Ah.
real money. You can withdraw it. You know.
Mm.
That's another thing lah for TikTok. You know.
Monetize.
Yeah, you can monetize. I can monetize. So basically, it doesn't work like YouTube, where one video, once you get the ads, sort of like, oh, once your video got ads, meaning there's a income going in, right? But on TikTok, you can do live, and since people has been supportive, that's the best thing about TikTok. People is supportive, people will support the content. They will give you a gift, like rolls, like coins, and everything, like nasi lemak, a virtual one.
Mm.
But
It
if
has
you can,
value.
It has value, and you can convert to your income. Yeah, I saw some friends who've been doing live, and they earn more.
Right.
And with the latest and recent mode, which is TikTok Shop, where you can sell your stuff, which makes it easier. Okay.
You can buy directly from TikTok, is it?
Yeah, directly. Or like myself, as a musician, for example, Rex, if you want me to sell your stuff, like this one, okay. So I will get a commission once people reach you and buy it from you.
You will get the
Commission. So that's the newest.
it's also a win-win thing, lah.
It's a win-win thing. I promote, and then you get your stuff sell, and then I get commission. So basically, that's the newest one, which I'm about to dig more in the next coming weeks on how it to do.
Okay, guys, I think we are at the end of the show. Thank you very much for tuning
Thank
in.
you.
Thank you very much, Faliq, for coming and sharing your story.
Thank you.
And for the viewers and listeners, thank you very much for spending your time. And see you next week. Have a green week ahead. Bye bye, guys.
Bye bye. Bye bye.